He would be the one of the rappers who makes the most money among the music industry. The Drake. His real name is Aubrey Drake Graham. It is very rare to see when the rappers use their middle names for the rap name. He was born in Toronto, Canada in 1986. Drake's father was a drummer and his mother was an English teacher. He got a musician blood from his dad and probably got the business DNA from his mom. His parents got divorced and Drake started to live with his mom when his age was 5. His mother wanted Drake to have a better education, so they moved to such a rich area to send him a decent high school, although they were hard to afford. This mother's choice became one of the critical points of his life, because Drake learned an acting here. However, his mom got very sick and it turned into that they got very low and even they could not afford the living expenses. So, they came back to a low area and he also dropped out the school. Later, he finally got a high school diploma after 10 years in 2012. His acting lessons from high school made him to debut on TV series in Canada. His first acting role was a handicapped basketball player. This career makes him to get paid for his living and gain a little of fame. While he was acting, he was into making a music too. In 2006, he made his first mixtape all by himself. Although he made it his own, he worked with Trey Songz and Lupe Fiasco. So, it was not just a mixtape at all. After that, Drake moved to music industry and started releasing the albums. He once did sampling and used a verse from Lil Wayne's album, Man of the Year. And Lil Wayne found out this song and he sent a jet to Drake to invite him to his tour. This was a tipping point of changing Drake's life. His third mixtape went to a skyrocket. Even though he was still touring with Lil Wayne, he did not have any contract with the agencies. However, his single album, Best I Ever Had, went up to second in Billboard chart and even got nominated for Grammy Awards for that year. Later, he signed with Lil Wayne's label, Young Money, and he also got an award from Grammy. It was a surefire moment that he became a superstar. Currently, his net worth is about $160 million. It is also a similar number to Snoop Dogg's net worth. How could he possibly make such a huge wealth by early of 30? First, it is all about the money from his music. He always hits the most played music on Spotify and Apple Music whenever he dropped the album. For example, in 2017, when he released More Life album, this hit first on Billboard 200 chart and had hit for most played album during 24 hours in musical history. Ed Sheeran, Oops, Excuse Me. This album hit 90 million times for 24 hours on Apple Music. Apple Music pays $0.00735 per one playing on the platform, and by this calculation, Drake made $660K on the very first day when he released. He also makes tremendous numbers of money from his tour. Drake usually goes on a tour when he releases his new album. Apparently, he earns between $35 million and $45 million per his tour. His tour between 2013 and 2014, he had raised up to $50 million, and this remarked as 22nd successful tour in the music industry. Moreover, he signed with Wynn Hotel in Vegas for 10 times performances and he got $10 million. Not just making money out of music, he also invests in diverse business opportunities. Probably his role models would be Jay-Z or Diddy. In 2016 he launched his whiskey brand called Virginia Black Whiskey. Now this product is selling in US, Canada, UK, UAE, etc. Where does he live? Now he lives in Hidden Hills nearby LA, and this house has a value of $10 million. He bought this traditional concept house in 2012. This house has tennis court, game room, library, wine cellar, movie room, gym, etc. Drake bought this house because this has an impeccable swimming pool. This swimming pool has an amazing structure which connected to a cave. And now he is building his own styled house in his hometown, Toronto. This construction will be done sooner as well. His car collection is quite famous in the scene. First, he has a G650 from Maybach. This piece is a first SUV of Maybach and a price of G650 is over $1 million. You might wonder why the back seat is opened. You will know when you see from a bird's eye view. They removed a trunk for a perfect seat conditions in the back of a car. Since G650 is designed for off-road style, Drake might drive this car in Serengeti. This car has been manufactured with limited number of 99. Since Drake is a fan of Maybach, he owns S600 Pullman Guard as well. Most people say this model is the best limo in the world, and rich people love this car which has a perfect protective system including Kim Jong-un. We are not ended yet. In his collection, he got a Ferrari which is one of the most expensive cars in the world. Also, he has McLaren 675T, Rolls-Royce's Phantom, Lamborghini's Aventador, Bentley's Continental and Mulsanne. Now we can understand why he is building a huge garage for his new house in Toronto. Lastly, when he shot the music video for God's Plan, he had estimated $1 million. It was not just expenses for shooting, but he literally helped the people in music video, and it went viral. He is only 34 years old. What figures of money will he make during his career? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this clip, subscribe and get notified for more interesting videos.